Hey, I watch Hello Okanagan from Vernon.
Hey guys, support our show by buying some of this beautiful merch. Our towns, every single town in the Okanagan is in here.
Very nice. Sunset orange. Welcome back, Hello Okanaganers. If you haven't checked out our latest episodes, make sure you head over to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our channel, and leave a like. Really helps us out. Today, we are having a very special episode because we were asked this summer to be on a martial arts movie locally here. And what is the best way to learn martial arts to prepare for that movie, Peter?
Yeah, we're gonna visit a couple of martial arts studios, and me personally, I mean, it was Bruce Lee, it was Jackie Chan, it was Van Damme. Those guys brought it to the mainstream. So we're here visiting a couple of martial arts studios in the Okanagan. Stay tuned.
All right, hello Okanaganers. We are joined today by black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Dave Rothwell. Thank you for joining us today, Dave.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So, Dave, why don't you tell us a little bit about your origin story, what got you into Pacific Top Team, what got you into Jiu-Jitsu in general, and then maybe we'll get into some of the World Championship stuff, all the good stuff.
All right. I started Jiu-Jitsu back in 1996, and yeah, I watched one of the first UFCs and watched a small guy defeat bigger opponents with Jiu-Jitsu, and I looked for a club on the coast, and yeah, it's been 25 years now.
And what is the history of Jiu-Jitsu?
Jiu-Jitsu originally its origins come from judo. A judo master back in the early 20th century went to Brazil and taught the young Gracies judo and Japanese jiu-jitsu, and it evolved. Brazilian jiu-jitsu evolved from there.
Wow.
And unlike other martial arts that may focus a lot on striking or like defending, even Jiu-Jitsu is a lot like on the ground wrestling and using your opponent's body weight against them. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing that intrigued me was the fact that you can defend yourself without punching or kicking. Visually, somebody's watching you defend yourself. If you're punching someone in the face, even if you have the right to defend yourself, is not as good as using a choke or an arm lock. And so, yeah, that was one of the big things that intrigued me as well.
Well,
yeah.
Why don't you put David and I through some of the paces and show some of your students that are out here too?
Sure.
Let's go.
On Dancer, on Prancer, on David.
Just got my wisdom teeth taken out, so about 3 days in right now. Just a little chipmunky right now. Take it easy on me, Peter.
Oh, look at this.
And he calls me an old man. We're real excited here. We have the Breget Brothers world champions. You're going to put us through the paces. You're going to teach us some moves?
Yes, we are today.
Awesome. Well, let's see some of the stuff that you guys do before you teach us something. If you want to go through some moves.
So this is the arm drag to rear naked choke. So I'm grabbing the hand, opening it up so I have clear space to the forearm. I'm pulling it around. I'm just locking my hands, one over the neck, one over my arm behind that. One time and fast.
Slow it down and explain it to us. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab his left arm.
Like, am I pretending I'm punching him or something?
No. I'm grabbing your left
Okay.
arm. Like this.
So when you open it,
Oh, yeah, he's got leverage there. Okay, let's do a little faster now. Without breaking my Adam's apple, that was really tight in there. Wow.
Sorry. And then like this.
Yeah, that was it. I felt that. As soon as you put your hand back there, I feel it tightening up, man. So is it because I'm coming for a move and that's how he grabs me, right? Yeah. Okay. So it's me coming to you.
I keep trying to go. I don't know why. Why is the initial feeling to go to your head? Yeah, natural.
Okay.
Natural. Yeah.
It's because you're used to fixing your hair, so you just want to do this. That's what it is.
You can notice from the outside looking in with jiu-jitsu is that unlike potentially other martial arts or unlike other martial arts that I've seen, you can actually use the opponent's like clothing to, you know, choke them out, use it against them, however it works. So it's almost like as long as it's not striking, anything goes in Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
You can use the clothes in a variety of ways. You know, someone comes from behind and they use the clothing to choke. You know, use the clothing to slow you down. And that's how initially the match starts. You get your grips, you can try to use the clothing to submit the person, or use the clothing to help throw them to the ground.
Is there anything that is like no-go in jiu-jitsu? Like what are the things that you are absolutely not allowed to do?
Well, no punching, no punching or kicking.
There's no biting, I'm assuming.
There's no biting, there's no eye gouging. No fish hooking.
And what are the competitions? I mean, there's a lot of other studios and clubs here in the Okanagan. Do you guys have competitions with them? Is there a Facebook group that our viewers can find you guys at and find the others at?
Yeah, there's, I mean, all the clubs should have a Facebook page. There's a few clubs here in Vernon. They all have Facebook pages and websites. And most of us, including those other clubs here in town and in Kelowna and Penticton, Kamloops, we all go to the same jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for everything. Well, that was close to your face. I didn't hit my face. That's not a big deal.
How about give Peter the pads and let Mitchell take a few goes?
Are we at the right angle for Ken David? Oh.
Yes, you're good. Don't worry. I'm moving around. He's just about got
done. You should be there so you can see his leg.
Bro, I got all the way around. Okay. Don't you worry. You just focus on holding the pads and not getting hit in the face.
So you guys are honor roll students and you're world champions. Yeah. Something to live by, kids. When did you guys start?
We started when I think I was 4.5, or I was 5.5 and you were 4.5.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it for 12, almost 13 years now, so yeah.
And like every day you guys are practicing? Every single day? After you do your homework?
If we don't do good in school, then we can't do jiu-jitsu, that's the rule.
Awesome.
And now let's cut to an Okanagan update
with Elizabeth Flowers.
Hello Okanagan, I'm Elizabeth Flowers and here's your Okanagan update. Every Saturday for the month of March, visit the Mission Community Market at the Okanagan Mission Community Hall on Lakeshore Road. From 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. you can shop for your favorite locally grown and produced fruits, vegetables, and so much more. The City of Kelowna has announced the Neighbor Woods initiative to help encourage citizens to grow and preserve the city's urban forest. So go out on a limb and spruce up your yard. Residents are invited to purchase one of 5 different varietals at a cost of $40 plus GST. Trees will be delivered to the residents' homes on April 16th, and I should mention they're available now until April 1st or until they're completely gone. When you've chosen the type of tree that you'd like to order, you can order online or with your credit card by calling 250-469-8800. And speaking of trees in the great outdoors, British Columbians can now reserve camping spots across the province starting as early as Monday, March 8th. The Discover Camping reservation site gives BC residents the opportunity to book their camping spots 2 months before the start of the general camping season. Non-BC residents will be able to make their reservations for starting July 8th across the province. To book a camping site starting on Monday, March 8th, visit discovercamping.ca. If you have a business that you'd like us to feature on one of our shows, or perhaps you have something that you'd like us to mention in the Okanagan Update, be sure to shoot us an email to the email below. That's all for this week, and now we'll go back to the episode.
All right, so we just learned some Jiu-Jitsu. Now we're ready to learn some Taekwondo. Peter, are we ready?
I don't think we're ready. Now we're ready. Welcome back, everyone. We're really excited. We're going to learn a little Taekwondo here at Kees Taekwondo Studio with Trevor. How are you, Trevor?
Excellent. How are you?
Great. I want to ask your origin story. I wanted to ask, how did you get into this? How did you get into Taekwondo itself as opposed to other martial arts?
When I started in the martial arts, I went and looked at a few different styles, tried a few different schools out. I sort of like the Bruce Lee style, you know, the music, the kicking, things like that, so I really enjoyed it. So that's sort of probably what led me to Taekwondo.
Did you ever spend any time like competing yourself? Do you still compete to this day? No?
Not too much. This age, I focus more on just teaching. And but I did in the past when I was in Saskatchewan. I fought competitively and fought nationally and provincially and stuff. So. Yeah.
And you mentioned Bruce Lee.
Yes.
I'm a much older brother, so I kind of grew up, you know, him loving Bruce Lee and martial arts. What's the origin of Kung Fu?
China. So it's originally from China. But I always sort of like the kicking, and what Bruce Lee was always open to was different styles. He was open-minded, and anything he could learn, he would try to adapt to his style. So I like that part about it.
And now you teaching, it's not just a great exercise. It's not just good for the body. This is great for the mind as well.
Exactly. A lot of people will do that. They join for, you know, the physical fitness. They'll join also for the spiritual part, sort of, you know, mind, body, and spirit as well.
How many different clubs do you know of or competitions all throughout the Okanagan? Is Taekwondo a pretty big scene in the Okanagan here?
I think so. It's been around a long time. We have 5 schools in the Okanagan, so it's been around, but there's a lot. There's karate, Jiu-Jitsu, of course, and there's been more martial arts schools open over the last probably 10, 20 years than before that.
And what's your kind of range of obviously levels and then also ages that you kind of see here?
We start at age probably 3.5 to 4 and go up. We're probably oldest right now is 64, 65 years of age, maybe a little bit older. So anybody can do it.
Peter will be your oldest student.
Yeah, you can do it.
You got the geriatrics one.
Yes,
I want to learn.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Something that we mentioned in the kickoff of the episode was that there's a movie being filmed here in the Okanagan that actually has martial arts element to it. And we were asked, David and I were asked to be in it. So Trevor actually volunteered to be one of our supervisors. So we're going to be learning a little Taekwondo here today and then throughout the springtime until this movie is being filmed. So thank you for that. You want to put us through the paces? You want to introduce us maybe to some students and let us see some guys actually doing it?
Guys actually, what it should look like?
Cool, let's
well,
go.
we have a group over here of our students that are here today to help out. We're going to do a little bit of a workout, a little warm-up with you guys if you want. Teach you some basic kicking, punching, and then whichever you'd like to do from there.
Sweet. Let's go.
Yep. Right, E1. That's it. 2, 3. Now we're going to go jab, cross, so we'll do 2. 2, 3. Now we're going faster. Go.
Hey, hey, hey.
So while these guys were working out here, we were hearing them screaming. We were relaxing watching, but we were hearing them screaming, "Hey, hey!" Are they calling for a cab? Like, what's like? Why did they do that?
They're just trying to get more energy, stay focused. So in Korean, it's a ki up, so it means all your power. But it also keeps them focused a little bit on what they're doing, gives them a little bit more energy, especially when they start getting tired. So when they yell, it helps.
And in sports, I learned growing up from people that, like you might, Serena Williams as an example.
Yes.
When she hits, she's taking all her energy right down the arm to that racket.
Yes.
When you punch, all that energy comes through you. And same in baseball, like right, all that energy from your foot, your twist, your arm to the end of the bat. And that's let the energy out, I guess.
Exactly, and that's where the body mechanics, so turning your body, or like you said, Serena, that's where maximum power will be. So that's what their goal is.
Sweet. Okay, so you're gonna teach us something now, or we're gonna have them teach
Sure.
us something? Okay.
You want them to teach you guys something?
Yeah.
Don't pair me up with fucking Cobra Kai here or anything, okay? Like,
Good. So this side, you're gonna kick first. So we're just gonna do 2 kicks that way, and when you see them kick, you're gonna shuffle back. 1, 2. Now the other side is gonna kick. So now you're gonna go 2 kicks off the back leg. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, kick, kick, and then the other side. 1, 2, kick, kick.
Always wanted to see him do this. Check this out.
Use the bottom part of the hand. That way you've got the rest of the arm to support it. So you're going to come there and visualize going through it and ending up on the other side. Just like that.
That scared me. Trevor, I noticed a lot of your students here, first of all, they have black belts and we have white belts because we're new. But a lot of them have some kind of inscription on there. What is that?
So when they get their black belt, they get their name in English and Korean. So that way it's a Korean sport, but also to the name of our school. So it's a little fancier belt than maybe what some of the lower belts would. They've worked pretty hard for it. Usually 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So, yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. And if you want to win a hoodie from Kees Tae Kwon Do,
head over to our social media page on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win. Details on our pages.